Hi, it's foamboard.com, and here on YouTube you know me as Epic Fantasy, and this is my latest video. This is a fun one, a Lord of the Rings project. I haven't done one in a while, so I figured we'd get a Lord of the Rings project done. Yeah, it's Saurons Mace, and you would not believe it. This is a broomstick, some cereal box, and some foam board. That's what we're talking about. Oh, and a ping pong ball. But fun project. You can do this in a few hours, and of course, I give you a template for these different parts, so you can. You just print out that template and cut out the parts, and you can make this too. Fun project. It really looks good. I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of other Lord of the Rings projects. I'll put a link here somewhere. If you want to check out the Lord of the Rings projects, there'll be a link to those projects in that playlist. And thanks for watching my video. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Lots more stuff coming. All kinds of fun stuff. Just a lot of creative stuff. Just really wonderful. I wanted to say, got a lot going on. We've been working on the castle, starting to do some of the detail work, and for the Storm the Castle diorama. There's a lot going on, of course. If you watched my last video, you know what this might be. So, thanks for watching. Let's launch into the video on how to make Saurons Mace. Dioramas, origami, catapults, and treasure shades, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, rattle boxes, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something. Okay, first thing you do is you grab yourself a broomstick or the rake handle. A wooden one would be nice, or a hoe handle like I'm using here, and you cut it to a nice length. Now sand it down if it's got that sheen on it, and then wipe it all off because if it has the sheen on it, it doesn't take paint too well. Now, I wanted to just show you this. This is what we're going to make next, is that square piece and then that white piece, which is the guard of the mace. So let's go ahead and make those. The long square piece, because the mace is actually like a square iron or steel, and we're using a round dowel. So use a piece of cereal box cardboard to wrap around it to figure out the circumference of it. And be generous with it. A little bit more, a little bit longer is good. And then make yourself a long piece like this that is that width. Go ahead and cut it out. Now it's going to be a four-sided square, so divide it into 4 sections, which means you actually draw 3 lines on it. So it's 4 even sections. And then score those lines with the back of a blade or even the tip of a blade, but don't cut all the way through. Only cut about halfway through. And that's so it becomes a fold line. You'll be able to easily fold on those lines if you score them or just nip them a little bit. Like that. So there you go. You can square it. You can fold it into a square. Now, if you're going to make this project, watch the whole video first, all the way through, so you understand how the parts go together. I'm doing them in sequence, and then glue that right on to about the middle of the broomstick. Then add some tape to it to seal it up, close off any loose end, open end, or anything like that. And tape one end of it. Like that. So it looks good. Now just tape it up. Looks really good. Now let's put the guard on it. It's 3 pieces, so cut out the 1, 2, 3, the hexagonal shape there. Trace it onto foam board or cardboard, and then cut them out. These are going to slide right over the broomstick, so mark them like this, and then cut out those holes on all 3 of them. And then you can slide them right on. Now this is the handle end, and that's the guard. Looks good. Trim them up and sand them a little bit if need be. Now we're going to add a little bit of detail, just like the real one. And all of this stuff is optional, but I like all the detail we did on this mace. Looks really good. Some leather cord. You can use gimp, you can use twine, braid it up something like this. And cut it to length. And then glue it on about an inch and a half from the guard. And you can add more detail or different types of detail. I'll show you a little bit more of the detail work on the handle. Now at the opposite end, opposite the hand part, where you just put the detail, you know, tape that end up like that. It's looking good. Now let's look at the pommel. Ping pong ball is great. If you don't have a ping pong ball, you can crumple up a piece of newspaper like this, tape it up really well, and tape that to the end of the mace. See? And that works good for a pommel. Just like that. Now a little bit more detail work. You can take your leather wrapping, cording, or wire, or twine, and just twist it and add it down there like that. See? And then a couple of pieces of wire or cord to look like that. It looks really good. If you want to follow exactly, it's 2 pieces like that. Twisted one at the bottom and then 2 pieces. See how that looks? It looks really, really good. Now we're going to start to work on the other end because the handle is all done. The top end where all the blades are. Cut out the circle and the 6 pieces of triangle. Put the 6 triangle pieces like this, kind of looks like a jester's hat. And then fold them up. This is a nice looking point. Don't skip this step if you want it to look really good. Then you fold them up to form a point. It's like almost like a cone, see? And tape them up. All right, it's all taped up, looking good. And then you glue that to the top, just like that. Hot glue is the best. If you have a hot glue gun, this project is so easy. If you have other types of glue, the project is slower because you have to wait for stuff to dry. Tape it on there nicely. You know, we're going to paint all this up and it looks really good, all painted. You know, don't worry about the tape too much. Now the blades. Cut out the template for the blade shape. I got that template, just download it. Trace out 6 of them on foam board or cardboard. Foam board is better, but cardboard works fine. Cut them out. And I got to give a special thanks to Sophie. She did all this work. It was my idea. I said, hey, let's do this project. And she did the whole thing from start to finish. She even made the template. She did a really nice job. So glue them on the end just like that. You know, and there's 6 of them, so space them out evenly so they look good. Add some more hot glue to make them nice and strong. And hot glue, once it's painted, it kind of looks like it's welded. Kind of has a good look to it. There we go. 2 of them, 3 of them, you know, you get the idea. Go ahead and do all 6 of them. And that's it. Looks terrific. Wow. Just crazy, crazy weapon. You should be proud of this one. You know, I got lots and lots of weapons. You look through my YouTube channel and check out all the other stuff I got. So let's paint it. 2 colors, black and silver. There's the black. Now you don't want to paint the whole thing black. You just like kind of want it in the crevices, in the inside sections, and just loosely, you know, because it's kind of like a shading thing. So you know, you do that. Kind of highlight things. Because it gives it that. When you do it this way, you do some black in different spots. Kind of spread it around a little bit, get it in the intersections. It looks like that. You do it like that, and then you add silver, and you do a lot more silver. Then that underneath black look is kind of nice in the crevices and stuff. So that's pretty much it. This is Saurons Mace. Really good project. Take you a few hours, or maybe less, because you got the template and you got the instructions right here. I'll try to do more Lord of the Rings projects. I do love Lord of the Rings. I mean, who doesn't? You know, a lot of other stuff. You know, stop by my website, stonethecastle.com. If you're not a subscriber, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've always got all kinds of creative stuff. So you don't want to cover it completely in silver. You want to leave some black. That's that. So let's take a look at some other stuff here. What I got here? 4 more projects. Hobbit terrarium, a flail. Lower right is how to forge a knife, and lower left is a nice cardboard battle axe. Thanks for watching. There's a dragon in my refrigerator.